In regular language, we might use the words accuracy and precision interchangeably, but in science the words have two separate, different meanings. Accuracy is how close you are to the true value, and precision is how close the measurements are to one another. Now take for example a dartboard. Perhaps we are shooting for the center of the dartboard and we throw a dart 5 times and the darts lay fairly close together, all sort of centered around the bullseye. We might describe this as an accurate and a precise throw. Why accurate? Well, if we're shooting for the bullseye, we can see that on average we're very close to the target. Why precise? The individual measurements, or the individual throws if you like, are extremely close to one another. Contrast this with this throw here. So here we've got 5 darts that are thrown very close together, so that's quite precise. The individual measurements are close to one another, but it's not very accurate because we were shooting for the bullseye and we are all the way off to one side here. So this would be an example of a throw that was precise, but not accurate. And an example of a throw that was maybe accurate but not precise would be one where maybe we took 5 darts and the individual darts were not very close to one another, so they lay something like this, but they do average out in the center. So this would be an accurate but not precise throw. And of course, if we had something like this, where the darts are really all over the map, so they don't center on the bullseye, they're not particularly close to each other, this is an example of a measurement that's neither accurate nor precise. To give you a concrete example, maybe we have a sample of water that has a volume of exactly 5 milliliters. And we make measurements in the lab, and our measurements look something like so. So we get 4.82 milliliters on one trial. Maybe we get 4.88 milliliters on a second trial. And on a third trial, maybe we get 4.84 milliliters. So what do you think? Is this accurate or precise, or both, or neither? Well, it sort of depends a little bit. So we can certainly calculate the average, and we see that the average is somewhere in the sort of 4.85 realm. So is that close to the true value of 5? Well, maybe, maybe not. You'd have to decide what exactly constitutes close. How many percent away can you be to be considered close? The measurements are relatively close to each other, so perhaps we would consider this to be precise, but not terribly accurate.